All right, race fans, here we go. We got a good one tonight here, Las Vegas. That's right. We always say what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. And hey, clean racing league. This should be a good one. Well, right now qualifying up for grabs. We'll see who's going to put this thing on pole here tonight. Real quick, let's look at the standings as of right now. I know we're still a little bit early into it. Parker Collins has just been on a tear, dominating so far. I mean, look at that, 5 wins already. Altus with 2. And then you got Kenny right there with the 1 win. So it's your top 3. Then you got Harding, Kelly, Hostler with the 1 win there, 2 sitting in 6. He's actually tied for 6, so he'll be 5th and 6th. Third there in 7th. 8th place man, you got Trask. Caleb Smith, sitting in 9th. Scott Simmons there in the 10th. Moyer there in the 11th. And then Grant there in the 12th. And you cut off line, you got Ghost right there along with them. So still early. Still got a lot of racing left, man, or a little bit of racing left before we get to that chase, point. Matter of fact, heck, we can just go ahead and look up here and see what we got so far. Go to cleanracingleague.com, by the way, folks. Give a shout out, man, to Ghost Athletics, CRL Podcast, Savage Sim Raps. Well, right now, we're at Las Vegas, so my bad. We actually... After tonight, we only have 2 more races, then we do start the chase. I said a couple more races, but so that means we have a couple more races to go before we do crown a champ, or not a champ, but before we start the chase. So that chase cut off there, and already Parker Collins, man, just picking up where he left off. I mean, that guy is just, whew. I don't know what's going to take to stop him. So right now, we're going to see who puts it on pole. And as of right now, it is that man, Parker Collins, looking to put her out here tonight. And I like it. I mean, Collins right here. Folks, and I will go ahead and give you a heads up. The graphics package that I had last week, I'll bring it back. I have to do a few little tweaks to it, so I like using STK for out and whatnot. So, but I know there's good feedback on it. Some guys really enjoyed it, so I think I'll bring it back for remainder of the season. And it's going to look like right now Parker Collins is going to be the man on pole here. And then only dads, they got a team. They have got a team. Coming to close here. Whoa, never mind. Jordan Trask says, you know what? Forget about it, Parker. I'm taking that top spot from you. Wow. Jordan Trask stealing this thing from him. Allied Motorsport, man. Came up here, man, real quick and said, not today. Wow, with a 30-55 too. Holy cow. Blistered the field. That's insane. Well, Jordan Trask right now. I mean, we might see a different winner here tonight. Let's see how this thing plays out. right now, Jordan Trask is the man.
Seven Golf Prime is not really like any other prime. Most of the time, a prime frame is just a little bit better. But has it always been this insane? It really...
It's been a good series so far. We've had a really, really good time, man, right now. Ooh, Jacob Grant jumping up to the second spot. Qualifying's coming to close. So it looks like Trask is going to be the man. All right, let's see if we can bring him up, man, because that's going to bring out... Brent Trask right now, real quick, and get a word with him. Jordan, join the booth. Got a copy?
I've got a copy.
Well, man, I tell you what, blistering pace up there to put it on pole here tonight. I mean, how you feeling at this track, though?
You know, I've never been great here in the trucks, but I've got some short run speed and hoping it can translate into a bit of a good race here. Long runs are always a bit of a question. You don't know how hard to push and how much tire to save, but hopefully I can have a better result than I've had in the past here.
You know, watch the racing. Usually this place, clean air, is really a big factor. How you feeling about that?
You know, I didn't get to practice too much in traffic. Didn't really practice a long run, but I'm kind of going to feel it out as we go, and hopefully I can learn fast.
Hey, well, man, I tell you what, got it on pole, man. Good luck tonight.
Thank you. Have a good one.
There you go, Jordan Trask. Like I said, just going to feel it out, man, see what he's got. So let's go ahead and look at our grid here. As a man up front, Jordan Trask puts it out front. Jacob Grant going to be the man starting in second. Parker Collins there in third. We got Bobby Mantle starting in the fourth. Justin Carey in the fifth. Abram Ghost, you can't see him. He's there in sixth, though. D. Gerber starting there in the seventh. Joe Spinelli in eighth. Matthew Dyer in ninth. Darian Stapp in the 10th. Justin Curtis 11th. Jeremy Moyer 12th. We got Danny White starting 13th. Eric Anderson 14th. 15th spot, we got Ross Tatum 16th. Joshua Alt 17th. Caleb Smith 18th. Logan Brecky. Joshua Gillian there in the 19th. Mike Kelly 20th. We got Scott Simley 21st. Jamie LaRock sitting in the 22nd spot. We got 23rd. We got Dusty Martin. David Persisky there in 24th. Bradley Murphy 25th. Matthew Gilliam 26th. Fred Garcia there in the 27th. Andy Cork 28th. Chris Smith 29th. We got Jonathan Gaston. He's in 30th. Lane Hostler starting 31st. And Austin Coop 32nd. So some heavy names in the far back here, most notably Lane and Coop. And not to say that they can't come to the front, but more than have their work cut out for them, along with Mike Kelly back here in the 20th spot. So them guys, you know, not having the night they wanted qualifying-wise. So we'll have to see how well this plays out for them. I know the Dusty Martin fans are out there already hooping and hollering for him. I know y'all be loving some of them. Here we go. Green flag. We're racing Las Vegas style. But right on these starts, you'll see 2x2. Right off the bat. And will be kind of crucial. See Trask still out front. Trying to get everything he can right now. And that's what you've got. You've got to try to get everything you can on these restarts. Still side-by-side racing. For the moment, out front. It's all Parker Collins. He done took that lead back from him. Still a little jockeying around, man, side-by-side here. You got some high line, low line going at it. And early on with these tires, yes, they're going to try to see. I mean, you're going to try with these tires and see what you've got early on with them. Parker's still the man up front. Leading this one here tonight, Clean Racing League Truck Series. Very good racing so far. Right now, out front, it's all Parker Collins. Behind him, he's got a tour bus, man, of trucks. He's got Trask, Grant, Mantles. There's Spinelli. See, Barrels up here. Now look, he's been in the only Spinelli club. Look at this 3 wide. We saw this in the actual Cup Series. A lot of 3 wide racing and passing going on right now. You see Jordan Trask takes back over the lead. Parker Collins there with it. So a very fast racing style track early on. Mantle's there. Got to go to this 10th place spot, man. That's where you got some heavy hitting going on. Gerber, Anderson, Moyer, and company. What is tight battle right here. Tight. Out on board with the man right there, Dyer. Says, who's your daddy? Right now, trying to get the field. Trying to show them side by side. Anderson's right there along with them. Still a 2x2 race. Got a 2x2 Matthew Dyer there with it. Justin Carey. Little bump from behind there, I think, from Carey. Trying to get Curtis to get going a little bit. Let's rumble on back here a little bit. We got Mike Kelly's already up to 18th. But you just see, I mean, yeah, Lane's up 7 spots at 24, but you can see just how hard it is to get through this field. Austin Coop back there. There's the boss man. Chris Smith himself, Jamie the Rock there. And Coop trying to get through this field. So starting in the back. Tough sledding so far. Meanwhile, up front, 3 wide. Collins and Trask, boy. Who was that trying? Jacob Grant. Grant's going to win when this thing's puts over with. He has been up there. He's been top notch since he came back. Side-by-side dual race here. Darian Staff's there with him, too. Meanwhile, that outside, Grant goes a little bit to the top. Here comes Spinelli. They let Spinelli win this thing, and everybody just better quit. Still duking it out. Parker Collins there with Jordan Trask. Behind him, Darian Staff. Jacob Grant. Spinelli. We got Ghost. We got Mantle. Eric Anderson there too. So it still gets skinny. And he did. Oh, look, contact. Much punch Grant in the face. Didn't like that. It's Ghost man. He didn't see it. They don't know who it was. We're not telling. That wasn't Ghost. That was Ricky Harding. Speaking of Ricky Harding, where's he at? Where's old Ricky at? Let's see. He's not here tonight. Okay. I don't see him anyways. Ross Tatum trying to move up. He's up 3 spots right now in the 12th, trying to see if he can't get back up here to this front. This pack, man, that is running strong and hard. Darian Staff takes the lead. Whoa, hang on to it, Collins. Boy, Collins right there with a save. That thing got fishtailed out from under him. Jordan Trask had to chase, had to look out. Man, Collins chased that thing. Here comes Grant to the inside. Spinelli right there to the backside of him with Ghost. You got Bobby Mantle along with him too. Curtis. Very good race so far. How y'all feeling out there? Y'all liking this race so far? Didn't like the shares, man. I really doesn't appreciate it. Same racing league here tonight. Oh yeah. Still too wide up front. Door to door. Staff, Trask, Collins. Hammering on it here at Las Vegas. We are trying, man, to spin the gambling wheel here. It is a gamble out here. What you do, you got Staff right now trying to pull away. Meanwhile, around about 4th place spot, Spinelli and company. Oh, contact in the back. We've got a truck sending out. That's Justin Carey. Hang on to it. What's going to happen when he comes back up on the field? What a save. He's throwing rocks at people, though, but let's go back and watch one more time. Well, Justin Carey. He carried that thing all the way to the infield. It looks like 29 checked up a little bit. He was able to catch it there. Just a nutty buddy right there up underneath him. Oh, look, like truck on the outside of Ricochet. Got in him. And what a save. What a hang on to that thing. Woohoo job. Unfortunately, it's going to get him a little bit far behind. Wow. I'll check up the field just a little bit here. Shake him up. And about that 11th place spot is still 3 wide. Danny White, Eric Anderson, Mike Kelly. It's a thriller here at Vegas. Kelly's trying to see if he can't come through there. There's Logan Brecky in the mix. Danny White, Mike Kelly. I mean, you got some heavy hitting names. What Joe Spinelli up here? I'm gonna tell you what, Spinelli. We definitely we'll pull for Spinelli tonight. Come on, Spinelli. You the man. You the man. You the man. You got this one. There's no barrels out there. Not on the track, anyways. Just a bunch of trucks and tires. Some guy away. You see the high lane, but look. We saw this in the Cup race. It looked like some of the cars might get a little tight after initial run. Start, pushing up that track. Let's see if that happens to some of these trucks later on into the run. Right now, some are able to take that bottom groove and hold on to it pretty good. Darian Staff looks strong with Trask right behind him there with Collins. You got Grant, Mantle, Spinelli, Ghost, Curtis, Gerber, and Moyer. That's your top 10. And you go a little bit further back, not far. About a 10th. Go back here to Caleb Smith, Moyer, Anderson. Caleb Smith and that CRL podcast. Check them out on YouTube and Spotify. They have new episodes every Friday. Good to see them a sponsor here. I did not see Joshua Altus here tonight either. Oh. So Altus missing tonight. I think he said he might have to miss tonight. Right now, still, let's go back in the back. Hoops up to 31st, up 11 spots. Kelly is up 18. Hostler, they're only up 7 and 24. So Coop's the one that's made the move. The biggest move so far, 13 spots. Austin Coop up to 19. Bradley Murphy's up 11. Sitting right here in the 15th spot. Scott Simley up 9. Darren Staff up 8. 3 wide for the lead. Staff, Trask, Collins. Three wide. Staff's up top. Ooh, hang on. Collins down low. Trask stuck in the middle. Collins said, you know what, let me get back here. I'll have to go behind you. Meanwhile, here comes Grant. Well, this is a race up front, folks. Anybody's ball game, back and forth, side by side. Trask out front, Staff there with him. Collins trying everything he can. Clean and green so far. So you got Grant right here, Mantle. You got Ghost. And that 6th place spot. Right now they went to get single foul. Oh, Anderson is smacking the wall. Oh, call around, truck. Logan Brecky. That'll bring a first caution out here. That might have been a reaction from where Eric Anderson hit the wall. Brecky might have checked up. You saw Anderson pop this wall right in front of him. I think this was just a knee-jerk reaction here. You can slow up just a little bit. See, boom, right there. Oh, the truck inside of it kind of weak. But I still think it might have just been a reaction to everything that was going on. It's unfortunate there for Brecky. Okay. Pit stop. Who knew? All right, caution. Who's coming in? Who's coming in the pit and who ain't? Everybody on pit road. Okay. Four tires fuel. How you liking it so far? These restarts are going to be hectic because you got to try to get everything that you possibly can. They might have a taker there for 2 tires. Let me see. Had a couple didn't come in. Gaston and Gillian. 26 lap difference on tires. I don't think that's going to... I mean, I normally say that this track really is a place for track position, but 26 laps, I think that might be a little much. Baseline these boys back up here. We can't get us a good one. I mean, the restarts on this thing is going to be absolute chaos and brutal. Okay, here we go. Pace truck about to fall off here. Roll the dice here. Casino style, Las Vegas. Who's going to get the blackjack card here tonight? Gaston out front. Man didn't pit. I think he's just going about ready to get rolled on. And he'll get out there out front for a little bit, but watch Colin Strass and him. Those new tires, they got grip. They got everything. I mean, and I say that, but I do know this track, you know, track position really is crucial. But, I mean, just look at that right there. Which, I mean, I think he just let him go. He knew. Collins out front, Trask. Everybody single file. You got to go back a little bit further on back here. We still just got some 2x2, actually. So, actually, a pretty good, healthy start. Osler's still back here in the 27th. Carey, Gillian. Give me an update on the Dusty Martin fans. I know y'all love him. He's right here, man, 21st. Hadn't really gained, hadn't really lost. Only gained one spot. Chris Smith right there in front of him. That's boss man. Chris done an outstanding job with the league. Appreciate him letting me broadcast here. Appreciate all the viewers out there coming out week in and week out. Smith right there with Danny White. Spinelli, not the best pit stop he wanted. Kind of marked back to traffic, see if he can't get back up front. And meanwhile, it's Collins, but here comes Darren Staff. Staff has been on a roll here as late. That man has had a truck. He's been able to get up front and get going. And right now, out front in this one, Jordan Trask right there in the third place spot. So your top five, all single file. You go back to Jacob Grant right here. He's got a little battle going on with the Ghost Man himself. And Spinelli. I like seeing Spinelli. I don't know why. All these guys there are great, by the way. Murphy's there with it. Murphy, Mike Kelly, and Bradley Murphy up 15 spots there in 11th. He's one of the hard chargers along with Austin Cook, who's up 16 there in now Austin Cook last week, if it wouldn't have been, I think, for some technical difficulties, folks, he might have been up our contention at winning that race. He had the tires and he was coming and got all the way up to second spot. And then had some technical illness on the truck and all in the system, and it disconnected him. And I was like, wow. So keep an eye on Coop. He ain't done. Meanwhile, up front, we're back at each other. Trask is there. Every time we leave, then they get all jumped back up on each other. 3 wide, around 7th place spot. Hold on to it, boys. Ghost is there. Ooh, Ghost is in front of it. That's Joe. Here comes the Nutty Buddy machine. Is that Gerber? Who's in the Nutty Buddy? Hold on a minute. I got to find the Nutty Buddy. But I like that Nutty Buddy. Oh, it's the 91. That's actually, oh, that's Ross. Ross Tatum. Okay. Also been making me hungry every time he comes up with that Nutty Buddy machine. He's up, man, 4 spots up to 11th. Meanwhile, some hard racing still there around about the 4th, 6th place spot. Spinelli, Jeremy Moyer, Curtis. Oh, pops the wall. Whoa, hang on to it, boys. Ooh. Spinelli up there slapping that wall. Woo. Man. Thought he saw a hot chick, man. Went up there and started slapping. I'm going to get called out on that one. All right, let's keep PG, folks. Collins right there. Collins up front. That's why we call it OnlineSimRacingNetwork.com. Your home for fun and exciting sim racing. Oh, Lord. Chris, don't cancel me, man, okay? All right, Curtis right now where it goes. Side by side with Spinelli. We got Murphy and Gerber. That's a good looking 18 truck there too. I like that. Oh, he's got the new Ram. We gotta get a shot of that. That's the new Ram. Okay, so we do got a couple of Rams out here. I'm a Ford guy. True and true. But I do have a Ram at home. I have a 1500, so I like the Rams. A good looking truck. I like that. I think there's a couple other ones. I think Spinelli's in the Ram. He switched. At least he did good. He switched, I think, from a Chevy to a Ram. So that's good. I like that. Yeah. And I think that's the only 2 that did. Yeah. So the only 2 that switched were them 2. Murphy and Spinelli. It's giving them good luck. Up front, Staff, Trask. They got a battle going on. Trask on the inside, Staff on the outside. Meanwhile, Collins right behind them. Along with Grant. The Rams going to win some races this year too, by the way. They're going to get some. Out front right now, still Darian Staff. And here comes Trask looking to the inside. Parker Collins is there on that top lane. A little switch over, and he almost got a piece of the back end of Trask when he did switch him over. Well, that was close. Meanwhile, Grant's going to try to stick his little nose in there, and not going to happen. He about pinched it off. Goes right behind him. Here comes Curtis. Mantle, Murphy, Gerber, Tatum, Spinelli. A little further on back, round about the 15th place, you got Mike Kelly. Scott Simley there with him. 3 wide. Uh-oh. Whoa. There we go. That was a caution that should have probably happened. It didn't happen. And there goes Eric Anderson through the infield. Okay. That started with Jeremy Moyer. Watch Moyer. He got shoved into the infield. Let's see if he had a little help or he got loose. Oh yeah, they just went side by side with him there. He went off, held on to it, got it straight, looked good. And you saw Eric Anderson slide through, but unfortunately, no caution. We keep going. So a couple little infield spins here and a little bit of contact. And I think it's due to these trucks getting a little tight coming off the turns. You can start seeing them just slapping that wall. And yeah, and that has split up the top 13 a little bit here too. There's about a second gap. Yep, there's a second gap between Mike Kelly. It don't look like it, but from the front to the back. Kelly right there. Austin Coop, man, up to 15th. Slowly but surely slicing his way through the field. I don't know if this man can ever figure out the qualifying in his truck. He might be one to watch. I mean, Austin Coop, man, dominating the ARCA. He ain't really dominating, but he does good in the ARCA. He started doing good in the trucks. Woo! Might have found the Superman. I mean, this season so far, Parker Collins. Ain't nobody got anything for him. I mean, Collins is just like on a tear. So right now, Coop looking smooth, right there with him. Altus, Gilliam, Andy Court, like the Frito machine. Hostler's not been able to get anything going. He's been up 9 spots, but he's still back here in the 22nd spot. Got Dusty Martin there with him with Chris Smith. Joshua Gillian. Yeah, a lot of those guys, man, just kind of stuck where they're at. And meanwhile, up front, though, Darian Staff is going to push away from Parker Collins. Big battles around about the 4th, 5th place spot. Got some long green flag runs. We only with one caution here tonight so far. And usually this track, you don't have a ton of cautions. Here's a clean racing league, by the way. I would say because you do have a lot of room here, but this track has been pretty racy here so far tonight. I will say that. They've been able to use the high line, the low line, the middle line. They've been able to go, 2 wide, 3 wide, sometimes 4. A lot of variance here. Scott Simley up there right there too. He's up 12 spots. Bradley Murphy's still up 16. That's 10th place battle. Good old Simley and Murphy. Scott smiling. Pretty smiling. Murphy's smiling right now. He's like, I got my new truck. And something about a truck. The chrome bumpers on that thing. Look at it. All blacked out chrome bumpers. That's nice. Okay. Denali back here doing one. So, couple guys with the new Rams out here. 1500. Good to see Ram back into it too in NASCAR. I still say NASCAR Chevy, but what do you do? Curtis right now there in the 8th place. Another big mover up here up front's got to be Ross Tatum, up 11 spots. He's right there in 4th along with Darian Staff. It's leading, who's up 9. Now I would say tire management's a thing here at this track. If everybody's kind of was slow, equal on tires, I'd probably say track position. But the way this place is racing, I don't know. Go back here, 22nd, 23rd spot, Dusty Martin, Lane Hostler, Carey, Chris Smith. Eric Anderson, unfortunately, he slid going through the infield. Yeah, we got to talk about Fred. Go Fred. Man, did an outstanding job with the league. Hand it over to Chris. Chris did a great job. But Fred comes out here week in and week out. Just races, have fun. So I enjoy coming out here. Turning the lap. Little Joshua Gillian there, the 10. And the girlfriend's out there probably excited watching him. It's all this man right now. Well, I say right now until you see Trask and him come up on his back bumper. Darian Staff out front. They were single file, but I don't know about here in just a second. Look at that run, man. Trask gets. The Canadian right now. Pushing on that back door. You got Parker Collins right there with him too, with Ross Tatum. Not quite halfway in this one. Trask, second. Collins, third. Tatum right there with him. And we got Grant. Pushing on the back door right now. Jordan Trask. Oh, with Collins. Ooh, that was close. Jordan Trask right there with him. Darian Staff. Look at Collins shoot to the outside. He takes over that second place spot. Not able to get around the man up front yet of Staff. We'll see if he's got anything for him. Meanwhile, Ross Tatum. Boom. Little contact. No harm, no foul. It did. That hurt just a little bit. Just slight contact to the side. Battle for the lead. Collins wants it. Staff's got it. Coming out of the turn down the back stretch here. Staff's got his nose out front, half truck. 3 and 4 this time. Who's going to lead it coming to the line? Collins to that inside. Staff to that outside. They'll come across the line. And with a push by Jordan Trask, it's going to be Darian Staff leading that lap. Collins has got a motor in that thing down low. Look at him. Just can't let it drift up the track coming out of the turns. He doesn't really need it to. I mean, he's able to hold his own down low. That's what I'm saying. You've got a lot of multiple grooves. I mean, you can start seeing the trucks drift up just a little bit. But, I'm kind of seeing that you can fight on that low line, but I still think maybe the middle high. Watch the run the Trask and then gets coming off the turn. You see it right there. Puts Collins all the way back to 4th. Tatum there in the 5th. So you can pass on that bottom lane. This might be a little tougher. A Mantle right now. Comes Collins back at it again. Thing about a track like this, though, once you get a momentum run on somebody, you've got to almost try to take it. Because if you back up, you see right here, like Jacob Grant, coming on pit road, by the way. He's scared of pit stop. Put it at lap 26. That's about 35 laps. Let's see what these boys up front here can do. That means they're looking at pitting one more time. Staff right now with it with Trask, Collins, Tatum, and Mantle. Curtis, Simley, Cooper, 24 spots in 85. Kelly, Danny White. That's top 10. Okay, keep an eye on this guy here. He needs to switch his truck to Energizer. Remember, like the Energizer Bunny, but Duracel's been a rolling. They are charged up and ready to go. Mantle right there in front of him with Scott Simley. More pit stops. Cycling here. So it's looking between 35-40 laps. We're saying 36 lap run. Three races remain to the chase. Grass on pit road. I hate to see Caleb Smith. He's having some technical difficulties. I know we're in the high winds, and some of our stuff is flickered too. That's what he was talking about. Okay, leader on pit road, Collins, Staff, Mantle and company. There's Danny White, Hostler, and Persiski. The pit strategy is going to be crucial here, and these pit stops are going to be crucial, especially in a race where I don't think you can really rely on cautions. And normally, sometimes you might say, man, if I can get a caution at the right time, a race like this, a race like this, it's really tough. You see Collins winning the battle off pit road. 42.92, man, total pit time. I mean, the dude's unstoppable when it comes to in and off pit road. I mean, you can't really control your pit crew. He still has a pretty good. It's not the fastest of 1477, but still pretty good. But on and off pit road, Collins is probably one of the masters out here at clean racing. Presented by Ghost Athletics, CRL podcast. A shout out to Savage Sim Wraps. You want to look good. Now Kerry is out 3.3 seconds. Let's just see what maybe 5 laps difference tires. Never mind, yellow flag. Oh boy. Wow. Whoop. Better watch out one more time. Curry right there. 21. Oh, just had a little help by Eric Anderson. Oh. Well, I was going to say I wanted to see how well the difference of that 3-second gap between Collins and Grant with the 5-lap different tires, but this right here definitely mixes it up. I don't think you'll see anyone come on pit road unless maybe you're way back in the back, top it off or something. Maybe 25th, 30th back there. I'd say 25th on back, about 24, 21. Come in, maybe top it off at 36 laps. You still got to make one pit stop. There's no way. You still got to make one. So now here's probably a little worst case scenario for Grant, Murphy, and Ghost. Because now they got Tatum and Collins and all those, and they're hoping, man, that maybe the traffic back there holds up Collins and Tatum. Grant does anyways. This will be the test on is track position crucial here. It's only 5 lap difference tires. So it might not be too bad. Well, let's line them back up here 2 by 2. Get set to go back green. Been a solid one tonight here. Only a couple cautions here. Definitely on pace for a good. All right, back green. Grant jumps out front. He goes right there on his backside. So now's going to be time to see, and you can see Collins, man, just with those tires. He got out, and look at the grip he's got. Look at the mess behind him. Only a 3 wide back here. Hold on to that gap. Mano involved there. Meanwhile, here comes Parker out front with Grant. Tatum's coming with him too. And they got by all that mess. Here comes Darian Staff slicing and dicing through the field. Still up front, Collins, Grant. And still holding his own though. To that outside. Anybody's game. I mean, look at this. 2 by 2, 3 by 3. Tatum goes right there too. You got Coop. Austin Coop, man, wow. Here comes Coop. Don't count him out of this thing yet. He's racing down that bottom side. You got Staff stuck in the middle. Trask on the high side. Oh, Trask pops the wall a little bit. He gets up there. Those 2 guys trade some paint. Meanwhile, Staff still feeling the squeeze on the inside. They get a little bit of contact between him and Coop. Those 2 guys going to go side by side. Not a lot you can do up there, too. So now you've got Steve Gerber coming in the mix here, along with Ghost. Curtis and Cutler. Right now, Collins looking strong. Gerber's there with him. Bobby Nell's back in the back. Parker Collins leading this one. Still 3 wide race. And about that 10th place spot. Gerber, Hostler, Mantle. They're at each other. Trying to get this thing fanned out about single file. Mr. Curtis right there on the low side. He's got Hostler right behind him. Meanwhile, Collins is still the man out front. And Tatum right there on his back door. Grant along with him. Staff being able to pull up there at third. He's battling for third at this moment. Goes to the high side. He takes it away from him. Grant falls to fourth. You get Trask right there behind him. Here comes Coop. Mike Kelly up 12. Hostler, remember Hostler buried back in traffic? Right now, he's up to 9th. And look at the moves, man. Defending series champ is making. And he's found something in that truck that's going. Right now got Mike Kelly right in front of him. Him and Austin Coop have made up some headway. 22 and 26 spots up. Big time movers here. Lane Hostler, Austin Coop, and Mike Kelly right there in the mix. With old Justin Curtis and Collins. Still trying to lead this thing, but he's got Darian Staff there with him. And they're going to have to make one more pit stop. They're going to have to. One more pit stop is going to have to be made here. Collins still up front. Staff's got his hands full right behind him. He sees Ross Tatum. Oh, Trask goes high on the track there a little bit. That opens the door for Coop. Coop's going to go down there and slide into it. Grant's there with him with Mike Kelly. Meanwhile, still 3 wide. Hostler, Curtis. Then you got back there with that 16 machine. That's Steve Gerber. You got Gerber there with Ghost Man. And Murphy. The Hostler up 22 spots. Coop up 27. Murphy up 14. Him and Spinelli, the only two out here, they're running the new Ram trucks. It's good to see we got 4 manufacturer race. That's awesome. First time that's happened in a long time. Spinelli falls back just a little bit with Murphy. And they're on those older set of tires with Grant. They are dropping through the field a little bit. Meanwhile, Collins up front leading with Staff, Tatum. And I will have to say, from what I'm seeing, it does look like tire wear is actually mattering tonight a little more than what the track position is. Usually you don't see that too much about a track like Las Vegas or something. Tatum right now sitting in the second place spot. He's got Darian Staff there on his outside. Tatum looking to the inside. Staff's going to take that spot down the back stretch at 3 and 4. Here comes Coop looking on the inside of him. You got Trask, Curtis right there too. Mike Kelly trying to make some moves. Get up here. He's up under 7th. Lane Hostler. The trucks, man, look really, really stable. Danny White up here too. 10th place spot. Good old Danny. What a great run here tonight. He sees this battle right here in front of him with Hostler and Gerber. He's sitting there going, well, what can I do to maybe get around these two guys? And you got Curtis up here too. He sees the battle there in front of him with Trask and Coop. Alloy Motorsports sign on him. Duracell. Ultra. I mean, what do you say, man, about Coop? He's been nothing shy of being Ultra tonight. Up 28 spots. Wow. Tatum right there in front of him. A nutty buddy machine. All Collins out front, who has dominated the season so far. Folks, real quick, bring up the, this is what the points look like as of right now. And after tonight, we got 2 more races and we go into the chase. You don't win and you're in, but as of right now, Parker Collins, he can pretty much fall out the next 2 races and he's going to be in. He's won 5 races in the season so far. You know, a domination. Trask right there, or Altus is second, won 2. Kenny's won 1 there in third. Ricky Harding. Then you got Mike Kelly, Hostler, Curtis. The one sitting right there on the edge has got to be Grant Moyer. They need a good showing here tonight. And they need to come out of this race pretty good above, Ghost. So that's the battle right here. I'm going to say with Grant and Ghost. Grant's at 13th, Ghost there at 15th. So it's kind of what Grant wants to try to do. Him and Moyer. But right now, Moyer is, unfortunately, back in 24th. A little bit off the pace, way off the pace for that matter. And he's right there. That's your cutoff line. Back up front, all Parker Collins leading. Tatum, Staff. It'll be interesting when we get to the playoffs. What happens then? Because, then it's, you go to the next round. Can Collins keep up what he's doing? I mean, if he keeps doing what he's doing, wow. I mean, it's just pure domination. And he has been on another level all season. Staff right there, sitting right behind him. Here comes Austin Coop up the 3rd spot. Wow. I mean, Austin actually could probably be one that I think if he ran full-time trucks, he could be a heavy contender. Justin Curtis having a good run here tonight right there with Jordan Trask. Hostler, good solid night for him. Getting marred back out in traffic on his qualifying effort, picking up the 7th. We got Curtis right now with Kelly, Trask. It's a good little battle right there, around about the 5th, 6th, 7th place spot. Trask's got that 6th place. Also hanging on to that 5th. Kelly and company right there behind him, side by side. Remember, they're going to have to pit again. So at this point right now, I'm going to say probably within the next 5 laps. The 25, 30. Anybody could come into the pits now and almost make it the rest of the way. If you can go 36 laps. But I'm going to say around anywhere between 95 and on, expect folks to start coming on pit road. And we had some takers come in on lap 66. And we broke up on the back. Ones that came in on lap 60, Grant, Anderson, Martin, Murphy, Ghost, and Moyer. Yep. They're all coming on pit road now. Okay. Still got Collins out front in this one. He's got a pretty good lead so far. About six tenths out front of Coop. Hostler. There was the first time we've seen some trucks getting spread out a little bit. Yeah, so right now, Joshua Gillian right there having a good solid run in 11th. It's the first time we're starting to see him in Austin Coop on pit road. Like I said, I think we're going to see him from this point on. Pit stops. We'll just see constant pit stops. So far, so good. Some more takers. Yep, Fort Smith. Leaders have yet to come on pit road yet, though. Hostler's the first one. The leaders. You kind of see that gap. 1.6 seconds now over Carey. Interesting one's going to be here. Grant and them. They put it at lap 93. Tyler put it at 87. Benelli at 90. Lane on pit road. Collins our leader on pit road. Don't know if it's going to cycle Grant and them around because they're lapped down. And the way Collins has been getting in and off pit road. That guy, wow. On another level. Carey on pit road. So more of the front runners. Carey, Kelly, White, Staff, Collins. Collins coming off pit road, and yeah, Grant's just not going to be able to. Well, it's going to be passing, but they're just not going to be far enough ahead. It'll be 3 seconds. I mean, this will be interesting because if this goes green, we've got 4 guys yet to pit. Mantle. Oh, there's Altus. I thought Altus wasn't out here. Never seen him. He's back in the Sinvar machine. Okay. Quiet all night long. I hadn't really talked about him, seen him. Oh, he wasn't out here. He's right here too. Gillian, Persiski have yet to make a stop, and I'm looking at this right here. this pack, I mean, this is what Collins has got to catch. He's 2 seconds back. Catching and passing this pack is going to be a number different. You see Grant up top. There goes Tatum for the lead. Well, would be for the lead. Actually around about for the 6th place spot right now. 5th place. As Gillian has yet to pit. He's on pit road now. That brings Brzezinski now. Now Matthew Dyer will. He's got a 1.4 second lead over those guys, and he pitted at lap 87. I don't know that he can make it all the way. I think he can. I think he's going to have to pit. See Tatum and them. They're running him down quick. I mean, it's impressive what tires here tonight have been able to do. The new tires. We've seen them pay dividends here. One guy that I might say it right now. Look at that truck on the infield. Fred. No, Fred. What happened to Fred? Go back and watch who happened to Frederick. Always gets put almost 4 wide the wrong spot. So just comes out from under him. And then he just goes to the infield. Helping out that neighborhood landscaping a little bit. No harm, no foul. So well, I mean, Collins has caught, okay, never mind, he's caught this pack. Caught it very quickly. Yeah, if he can get through it without any trouble. I mean, him and Coop. And see now here's where Collins wants to get Coop because he knows Coop's got the same amount of tires as he does. And Coop's like, yeah, they got no choice but to take these guys 4 wide. Oh, contact! Eric Anderson with a save? No, maybe, yes. He can't save it. Yellow out. Wow. Thought he had it saved. That was a... You know, I don't know. I mean, Collins had to go. Eric's down there pinching a little bit. You see Collins go all the way down to the apron there. You can see it. I mean, 4 wide. The thing about it is Collins came back up. And then them two just got into each other, pinched. Thought he might have had it saved. But so it looks like another truck. If we can get another angle here. I mean, right here, they're going to split them 4 wide, but they're wide enough to do it here. Collins, though, comes right back up that track. They can get into him, and he bumps him right there. Yeah, it's just Collins got into him, and just couldn't save it. Everybody's going to come in. I mean, now this puts everybody on good tires. This one might be interesting now because it puts Coop and Collins in a bad position. Four tires fuel? No. Nobody has a set of tires. Trask does. Highest race off pit road. Wow. Kerry did not pit. Three trucks stayed out. Well, it's going to be interesting. Start. Wow. Batten down to the hatches and hang on to it. It's going to be good. And line them up. It's going to be very interesting. Got a couple guys up front. Kerry, Simley, and Altus. They pitted on lap 100, 101, and 103. We saw earlier what new tires would do. I don't know. All right, back green, and here we go. Let the madhouse begin. Boy, Justin Kerry gets out of it. They're 4 wide here, folks. Hold on to your teeth. Oh, Tatum gets through that mess. Coop's there with him with Collins. Coop trying to get out of it. Hostler slips a little bit. Meanwhile, top 3 get away. Tatum, Coop, Collins. But they are still ground and pounding back here. On top of each other. Trask right there too. Danny White and company. Look at Tatum. Fire back strong. Austin Coop would love to win the truck race. Break that streak, man, of Parker Collins. Meanwhile, right now, Ross Tatum out front. Collins goes that outside with Coop. I think it's all about the momentum push here. Who's got it, who don't. That Ghost hanging on right there in the 8th place with Trask. Osler sitting in the 5th. Dusty Martin having a good run back here in 13th. Danny White, Scott Simley. Still anybody's race at this point. With 11 to go. Anybody's race. Look at Jacob Grant. Out of nowhere. Coming and sticking his nose in there 3 wide. with Matthew Dyer. He's pushing and shoving. Grant wants it. He's hungry for one. He's got a good push by Dyer. Wow. Tatum's loving what he's seeing in his rearview mirror. He says, yeah, get back there, man, boys. Y'all battle, battle, battle. Up front, little side-by-side rubbing. Coming to 10 to go. A little pass. Boy, Coop still on the bottom. Collins is there with it. What do you say about this? Ball game in there, man. Mr. Clean slaps the wall. Danny White goes down way down the bottom, but woo. Oh, Matthew Dyer. Well, he shoe sign shine that thing, man, up there on the side. Wow. Pop, pop, pop. Meanwhile, still 2-3 wide. It's Ross Tatum out front. Are they going to be able to catch him? Collins is there. Grant's trying to clear Coop. 8 to go. Tatum, man, out front. He might have that clean air advantage, and that might be what it's going to take right here. That's all he probably needs. Grant wants a top 3. Coop, so does he. They get a little bit of door to door. Grant Studio Designs versus the Duracell machine. Meanwhile, behind Lane Hostler, Trask, and Murphy. I'm going to tell you, though, my hat's off to Coop, Hostler, Murphy, and Tatum. You know, they are some hard chargers tonight. Good battle right there behind him. Single file steal. Hostler stuck in the middle of that mess. You got Murphy with the raminator right down on the bottom. He's trying to ram that thing, man, on the back end of somebody. See if he can't get to the front. Run him over. Murphy's there. Here comes Dusty Martin. Pushing to the inside. Trask up on the top. Collins is closing. This is not what Tatum wants to see. You want to see that white flag. I mean, there's only going to be 4 to go when he crosses the line. And he sees Collins coming. And all night long, we've seen this. Guy gets out front and he get run down. Yes, the clean air helps a lot out front. When they get up there and start battling side by side, that's going to bring Grant and Coop into this mix. It'll go from a 2-truck battle to a 4-truck battle real quick, which is what Tatum doesn't want to see, and almost get us to what it, it's kind of going to look like a plate style finish. Who's going to make that slingshot pass? Maybe on the last lap or 2 to go. Can Tatum hold them off though? Or is Collins going to be able to make the pass? Or Grant or Coop going to get up here? Trask will need a little bit of help, I think, to get up here. It's not out of the realm. Whoa, yellow flag is out. Are you kidding me? Joe Spinelli. Green-white checkered. Wow. What happened to Joe? Carrying the 26, put himself 3 wide. Could have probably backed out just a little bit right there. Put himself in 3 wide, and then he just... If he thought Ghost was some barrels, I don't know what happened there. Just went up, got in the side of Ghost a little bit. Truck might have pushed up tight. Bam. Well, this is interesting. It's probably what Tatum didn't want to see. None of these guys wanted to see that, because now it brings a whole different scenario. Actually, Tatum might have wanted to see this, because he's going to get to control the field. He's going to be able to get out front. And if he can stay out front for the lap and get to the white flag and still have a little bit of a lead, then yeah, we'll just have to see what Tatum's got in store for him. Okay, what do we want to get here? What are we about to see here, folks? Did Tatum hold them off? Does Collins, Grant, or Coop have enough? Maybe Trash gets up here and spoils the party. A lot of scenarios. Line them up. Okay, line them up. Goodbye, two. All right. Line these bad boys up. Oh, this is where it's gonna get. This is where it's gonna get interesting. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what we do. I don't know. I don't know what. I don't know if you what you do if you're Tatum. I mean, to hold off. I mean, you just got to go. You got to pray, man, that Collins battles with Grant. Maybe Grant gets up underneath Collins. Coop gets back there and they do a 3 wide for a while, but yeah. Here we go. Lights off. Pace truck's about to duck in. Go back. Green flag racing here. Clean Racing League presented by Ghost Athletics. CRL podcast. Green flag. You see, man, Tatum, he's wanting to take that advantage, but did not get what he wanted. Collins cleared. This is probably one of the worst case scenarios for Tatum. Because now he's going to have to defend. I just don't know. Oh, and you can already see. And here comes Coop. And that inside, yeah, they just push, man, Tatum out. Tatum's not done. You get that white flag, though. This one's done. Whoa, hang on to Coop. Oh, Tatum in the wall. White flag is official. Won't matter at this point. They are wrecking. They are destroying trucks. Oh, it's a huge mess. We'll have to go back and watch that. Let's watch this finish. Down the bad stretch of final time. Does Collins got enough to hold them off? Does Trask got something? Coop's there. Trask for the final time in that turn. Coop's not going to get anything done. And I think Parker Collins is going to hang on to this one and win it here tonight. Well, look at Dusty Martin coming home there in 4th and Ghost in 5th. What a finish. And folks, let's go back and see what happened with this mess coming across the white lines. Wow. You can just see trucks everywhere. Ouch. The junkyard. Woo! What a race. What a finish. That one was good. Austin, enjoying the boot guy copy? Austin, enjoying the boot. Hey, Austin.
Hey, what's going on, Joe?
Oh, well, but I tell you what, man, bad, fast hot rod to come through that field tonight in that trucks. Man, how was you feeling doing that?
Oh gosh, Joe, I had an absolute blast. I'm trying to figure out what happened at the end because I don't know. We kind of got together, me and the 91, I think, and I lost the handling of the rear. So I just wanted to apologize to everyone that got caught up in that first and foremost. But man, this was really fun. Like this was, I mean, so much fun just to drive and race. And once the nighttime came, it just made the track a little bit faster. And you still had to take care of your stuff. And that was what was separating me from, I think, a lot of the guys on the longer runs. But the shorter runs, man, I just was in the right place at the right time for a lot of stuff.
Now, yeah, I got to ask, I mean, because the last couple of times you've been in the trucks, you've done outstanding. I know the qualifying could be a little bit better on them, but I mean, is there any plans to come here? Because, man, you could be probably looks like a top contender here for this thing full time here in the trucks.
I was thinking that I'll keep coming back for the Monday nights occasionally here for this season, but my wife and I are welcoming our second child, and that'll happen in the middle of next season. So I actually won't be probably running the ARCA series or the Truck series next season, and maybe for a while. So I'll be hanging it up actually. So I'll be having fun while I'm here, you know?
Oh, yeah, no doubt, woman. We enjoy you there, and congratulations on the newborn there. Hope everything comes out good on that one. But, hey, man, what a stellar night. You got thirds. You got anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, absolutely. I got to thank all the guys that I hopped in the chat with. I was there with Parker and Lane. A couple of my teammates didn't show up today, for various reasons or whatever. But it was fun to race with them, and man, it feels good to be up front. Bristol, I was gutted at Bristol. Had some overheating issues, and I believe that has been resolved. I still had a couple issues today that I'm gonna have to keep figuring that out. But thank those guys. I also got to thank my wife for letting me, race and do this. It's a privilege to be able to race in a really good league too. So appreciate Chris doing this and putting this on. He thanked us when the race started, for participating, but we got to return the favor and thank him for putting on races like this. This was one heck of a show, and if it was as fun to watch as it was to race a part of, I want every race to be similar to this.
Well, there you go, man. Austin Coop bringing her home in third again. Congratulations there, Austin.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
There we go, man. Austin, let's bring up Jordan Trask here. Trask, join the booth. You got a copy?
I got a copy.
Well, man, I tell you what, you put it on pole, but you got up front there, got second, man. It was a wild one tonight. How was you feeling?
Yeah, overall feeling pretty good. This isn't my favorite kind of racing. It kind of feels like a super speedway, but it's intense the entire time, 2-3 wide most of the race. I'm glad to get through it cleanly. Like I said before the race, that's all I'm looking for, good points day. I dropped like 9 spots in the standings over the last 3 weeks, so it's nice to get one. Should help secure me into the playoffs or the chase, and overall a great race for me. Managed to keep it mostly clean. I was involved in one little scuffle off of turn 2. I got hit on the inside and ended up putting the guy on the outside of me into the wall, so sorry to Matt Dyer there. Nothing I could really do about it, but ended his night, and I still feel bad for that. But overall, happy to make it to the finish without any damage on the truck.
Yeah, no doubt. Like I said, got to the finish here tonight, and normally not used to seeing Las Vegas, like you said, be more of a super speedway. It's usually a position style track, but tonight, intense racing. Now, is there anything you could have done maybe to get past Collins there at the end?
At the end there, not really. I kind of got lucky to get to second. They all got mixed together off of 4 there, and they all had to check up on the outside, and I was able to just take it down to the apron and clear them all. But I wasted so much tire trying to get up to the front those last 15 laps or so. I really just didn't have anything for him, and he blocked me perfectly on the last lap. Just couldn't really get a run. He's really good, and when he has any advantage, he's hard to beat. He did a good job. I think it's his 6th win on the season.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I got nothing for him, man. Every week, just trying to watch it back and see what I can do better to beat him.
Well, no doubt, man. Still came out with a good finish tonight, man. You got anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, thanks to you for the broadcast. It'll be fun to watch this one back, and thanks to everyone at CRL who puts these races on, and everyone at Alloy Motorsports. It's nice to see a couple of us finish in the top 10. Unfortunately, I think Judson got a pit road penalty on that last stop, which that really sucks. He was running top 10 all night. But thank you guys for putting this race on, and hope to see you next week and talk to you after the race again.
Well, there you go. Jordan Trask bringing her home in second. But this guy, man, he got out front and dominated. Parker, Joanne the Booty Guy, copy.
Hey, what's up, Joe?
Well, man, I tell you what, it was a back and forth affair, man, tonight, but you was able to stay up front there. On maybe some of them last restarts there, were you a little worried about trying to get through all that lap traffic?
I mean, yes, it was so hard to pass tonight. Aero blocking was such a huge thing, and yeah, it was. Track position was a premium, and I felt pretty good most of the race, and those last couple of restarts were especially kind of mired back in traffic. It was definitely a little dicey. Definitely got a little lucky with having some of the old tires up front. We were able to kind of get a better restart than them, but yeah, it was just really, really hard. I knew that battle with Ross was gonna come down to the last lap before that last yellow came out. I was really looking forward to setting him up there and getting a last lap pass on him there, but yeah, it was just a really, really great race. Super fun and intense. Lots of good battles up front. That last green flag pit stop we had, I was really liking our chances. I knew we were a lot better on tires than some of the guys up front, and I really wanted to see it go green, but man, it made for some really, really intense, fun racing up front, and hopefully it was a good show for everybody watching.
No, absolutely. Like I said, I was backboard, never knew what was going to happen up front, but you got to win tonight. Put you at number 6, man. How you feeling now with that moment, that kind of momentum? Going into the chase here, and I know when you get into the chase, anything can happen. So how was your mentality change once you get into that chase?
For me, I don't think it really changes too much. I think if we just keep doing what we've been doing all season, I think we'll be just fine. I think we've shown throughout the season that the accumulative type points format is really done us well. I think after race number 2, we were sitting like low 30s, high 20s in points, and I think after tonight we'll be well over a race worth of points lead over second place. So I think we don't really need to change anything that we're doing. Maybe be a little bit more mindful of other people's races, and just trying not to make too many enemies. I want to apologize to Eric about the wreck that we had earlier. I don't really know if it was him or me. I would chalk it up as a racing incident, just misfortune. I feel like him and I run into each other more than I do with anybody else, and it's nothing against him, just how it ends up working out. I feel bad for that, but yeah, as far as the chase, I really think we just keep doing what we're doing. I think we'll have a really good shot to win it all.
Well, there you go, man. Hey, you got anybody you want to thank for this awesome win tonight?
Yeah, I just saw the guys over at Only Dads. Can't thank them enough for everything they do. You guys up in the booth for putting on a great, awesome podcast for us to go back and watch. Just want to thank Chris and all the hard work he's done for CRO and making it what it is. Again, I say it over and over. It's one of the best leagues in iRacing, and he is the reason behind that. Him and all the other admins, they do such a great job putting this thing on. I just want to thank Superior for their continued support. I want to thank all my friends and family watching, and of course, my beautiful wife.
There you go, winner tonight, Parker Collins. Well, folks, let's look at the unofficial results here, and Parker Collins winning this thing, win number 6 here on the board for him tonight, and that's some good momentum heading into the playoffs, which is going to be happening in another 2 weeks. You got Jordan Trask finishing out there in second, a good run for him. Awesome run there for Austin Coop. Dusty Martin there finishing out in a good run in 4th, along with Gabriel Ghost there in 5th. Ross Tatum in 6th. Eric Anderson finishing 7th. We got Scott Simley in 8th. Darren Staff there in the 9th. David Prosiski in 10th. Andy Cork sitting us back here in the 11th place spot. And we got 12th. We got old Justin Carey, 13th. Bradley Murphy, 14th space. Matthew Gilliam. Joe Spinelli in 15th. Joshua Altus there in the 16th. Jeremy Moyer in 17th. Mike Kelly in 18th. Joshua Gillian sitting 19th. Bobby Mantle there in the 20th. Lane Hostler 21st. Jamie LaRock 22nd. Justin Carey 23rd. 24th spot, man, we've got Steve Gerber, 25th. Fred. 26th, we've got Jacob Grant. 27th, Jonathan Gaston. 28th, we've got Chris Smith. Matthew Dyer there in 29th. 30th, Danny White. 31st, old Logan Brecken. Caleb Smith back there in the 32nd spot. Folks, what a outstanding race it was here tonight. Back and forth. You know, kind of like I said, anybody's ball game here, but we're going to leave here tonight. And they say what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. And it definitely was a heck of a race here in Vegas. So for the Clean Racing League and everyone, have a good night.